to tonight, what it do? Good evening, y'all. It's the man GitzCuddy UNHINGED. What's poppin'? And we got today. This shit ain't scrolling, my nigga. There we go. The Dreadhead Experience by Jace Animations. Now, me personally, I've done plenty of different hairstyles. The only thing I haven't done is a perm, texturizer / relaxer, and locks or dreads or dreadlocks, whatever form you want to call it. The niggas just dreads to me. But that's one thing that I haven't had, and I know that a lot of people say that they got a lot of aura, a lot of, that's like the trendy shit, you know what I'm saying? Now up here in Washington State, you see here and there, you see people with dreads, but I went to Houston, bro, and it was like every other head had some dreads on it, some locks. I was just like, bro, it's a whole different game out here. But anyway, we're just gonna get into it, let Jace do his thing, and I'm just gonna give my commentary, bro. If you got something about dreadheads down below, let me know. We're gonna get right into it.
Have become a staple of the male black community ever since the great shift and light skins became a lower rank overall, and a wave of the new generation started getting dreads like they were the only hair option in the select menu. Now, when I started my dread journey, I was just like everybody else, bro. I was this little bald black boy. Nah, but I had some hair, but nothing too crazy, right? And after a few months of seeing all these dudes with dreads, I was like, I need that ASAP.
My bad, I forgot to include, I'm currently in a wave session right now. I had a whole bunch of hair. I kept thinking about, you know what, man, I just might, I gotta get some waves before I lock it up. So one day I just came home from work and I said, fuck it, shake my shit off, and now I'm wavy for now. I don't know when I plan on growing it back. I got a tail in the back just to keep that, because the kitchen grow a little slower. Some people know about that struggle. It's tough. So I kept it because eventually when it gets long again, the rest of all this is gonna catch up with this, and then it'll be even. Feel me? But let's go on to the
Rocky, you feel me? So I got my first item, curl brush. Now low key, this is an underground method to get dreads nowadays, and a method I personally wouldn't recommend to do nowadays because it's unlikely you'll get your hair like mine, full glaze. But a few years back, it was one of like the main ways, and basically what the brush did was like curl up your nappy ass hair into little swirls, right? And if you kept twisting your hair yourself and used the brush, it would eventually lock up. Now, here's the fun part. I already like twisted my hair like crazy, so much to a point that I got in trouble at school for playing with my hair one time, and I got all my shit cut clean off, gang, punishment style. Shit was tragic. So it was easy using the brush.
I know that you is one of us, shout out Black History Month, but you must got like your parents must be immigrants for them to do some shit like that, because FBAs are just not really doing that. That sound like some shit like a Haitian or an African would do to you. Like, we come to this country. No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't know how to make the accent. But we came here for you to succeed and get out of struggle, and you want to look like a fool, and you gonna get in trouble for playing with your shit. Yeah, we chopping that. So, yeah, bro.
Brush and twisting on my hair, but during the first month of my journey, my hair looked like this. I know, trust the process, bro, trust the process. But basically, I had little dreads on top of my fro. I was using multiple hair models on Roblox. It was so fried, but I was happy at the time, you feel me? Like, I was like, I got dreads, when in reality, my hair was like 18% locked up. So after like using the curl brush and twisting my hair to the fullest of its potential, I stopped using the brush and I started on to the next level of being a dreadhead. So from level 1 to 2, I literally just thugged it out, bro. Like, I literally put all my skill points into twisting my hair, and all I needed at this point was a retwist because my hair wasn't really in sections because I used the curl brush in my own hand to create my dreads. So after finding a loctician and getting my first retwist,
You said what? A licensed goctician? No, my fault. That's one of my trademarks. I'm gonna figure out how to get that license before niggas start using it. If she hitting you with the low tier god, we'll call it the double stack, but if she like got all the equipment, all the stats, all the skill tree perks unlocked for the magnificent top, that's what I would call a licensed goctician. Write that down.
leveled up heavily. And now that my hair looked like this, it was in its own sections now, you feel me? I didn't have to keep twisting and doing all these extra steps to make sure the next time I got in a pool, my hair just, didn't melt. So basically now, I was in the actual starter lock stage. Like everything before was like
okay, so
false
this is
Super
you.
Saiyan, and now I actually
We're
had
watching
went
like
super. You feel me? So here's
we're watching
everything I
your
did in the starter
progression.
lock stage
That's
to
what's
get to
up.
where I am now. Number 1, do not go swimming. Pool water or ocean water will strip you of your Dreadhead powers in seconds. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Number 2, get a bonnet or a do-rag, etc. If you sleep with your hair all out when you're in the starter lock phase, you'll either cross over into the freeform side of things or your hair will just be frizzy 24/7. Number 3, please do not get retwist every other week, gang. Your hair will literally fall out of your head. Like this is common knowledge for higher level dreadheads with long ass locks to not like get retwist every single like day. You feel me?
I like that. I like how you did that. But I would just say that would be fine for me to have like the messy starters to begin with, because I'm like, it would look kind of, I kind of like a lot of messier hairstyles. I'm like beach bum archetype, like a little bit. I switch it up every now and then, but I just be vibing. Like you see, I got a full zip with a wife beater on, like nothing crazy. This is pretty much what I wear. I'm on some Adam Sandler shit. Like I'm lit as fuck, but I don't be dressed like it. But honestly though, like what he said it's like get retwist every 3-4 months. Like this will be fine for me. Like this the before and after he gave. Let me see. Cooked. He said before and after. Oh, it's not gonna show it, but yeah, the shit was smooth. Like I could rock that. Like I feel like where I would be at, where I would fuck with it a lot, is like the stage where they're still like kind of shorter locks, but they're already in progress, you know. And it all, because it almost looks like the Obito kind of Obito slash young Madara when they was kids. And their shit was like, you know what I'm saying? You know what it looked like. If you know what it looked like, you know what it looked like. But I just think that would
Like
look
get
kind of fire for
retwist
me.
every single like day. You feel me? So like doing that off rip will hoe your whole journey. Trust me, I've seen too many people with like 1 centimeter wide lock that you could like dead ass probably pluck off their head with like little effort. Now around the end of my sophomore year in high school, the same year that I started my locks, I went from this to this. Now, as you can see, my hair has started to finally fall down. I escaped the starter lock stage into an era where I could literally shake my dreads. You feel me? And trust me, I felt
That's oh, my bad. I was trying to watch the video and enjoy myself. This is kind of it's a little bit like where you got a little bit more. Like the top is about the level, but the side slash back would be slightly longer. That's where I was saying that I would fuck with it a lot before it starts getting actually
era
long.
where I could literally shake my dreads. You feel me? And trust me, I felt powerful going from some stiff sticks on the top of my head to hanging locks. Now, throughout the summer, my hair grew like crazy. Started my junior year came in, so late 2022, and my hair had already reached near my eyes. And little did I know, I was approaching a stage there was no going back from. So, as you guys have seen, I didn't have a middle part, so all of my dreads fell right down in front of my face. So they got longer, and I become the true dreadhead stereotype, like dreads covering my face and shit. I'm so mysterious. It was low-key corny, but like I was experiencing having long hair for like the
Hold on, I'm about to run this back because he's getting into detail. So I'm gonna pull it back right here. People in the world, I hope that this makes it to your eyeballs and your ears. Stop saying that shit that you think was cool in the moment or that you enjoyed at the time was corny, or it's corny, it was goofy, it was XYZ. And also, please stop saying that every time we compliment each other on something, no matter how, unless you're literally just like, yo, this nigga's the greatest, I don't know anybody else who could do it like that. Like, bro, if you say that, bro, he's goated, and you just leave it at he's goated, like, if you, like, you can give details on why somebody is cool or goated XYZ without saying that you're glazing. That shit bothers me a lot for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's like you can't pay no homage to nobody because it's just like, yo, my homie's really like that. He be boxing and shit. He's undefeated. He got the hands. Oh, bro, you on broke dick? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that shit bothers me so much. I hate when people be saying that saying anything positive is glazing is irritating. Saying anything that you thought was cool, you can be like, yeah, I think that that shit is dumb now, or like I grew past it. But like, you didn't think it was corny when the shit was happening, and you thought it was cool. So why? Oh yeah, I'm so corny. Like, oh, I'm mysterious. Like, That shit is stupid to me, bro. Stop doing that, please. I'm not talking about you, Jace, but just because I came across it at the moment that it was running through my membrane here is why we running this example here. But please, bro, you thought it was cool at the time, and you still think that you're cool now. You grow in stages, bro. I'm not gonna keep going, but you get what I'm saying.
Horny, but like I was experiencing having long hair for like the first time in my life, so having my hair cover half my face at all times felt so tough back then. And now the funny thing is, there's like a large amount of dreadheads who cover their faces and be chopped underneath, bro. Like they knew they were chuz and then they cover their faces on purpose. Now me personally, I don't think I was chuz back then. I just thought covering my face was cool, you feel me? So once my hair got long enough, the whole covering my face with my hair shit got really annoying. Like I grew out of the whole mysterious dreadhead phase and shit, and this happened at the end of my junior year, and I had transferred over into the next phase. Why you got a dread in the middle of your face? Now let's talk about my senior year. I will not lie, this year I had so much motion girls wise, bro. Like my hair was the
Was still very was still very scared of girls. I just gotta.
I had so much motion girls wise, bro. Like my hair was the perfect length, and it's the same year all this shit happened. And I'm not saying I was reaching high level dreadhead status, but I'm not saying I wasn't. And for those of you who remember, this was like the netherite helmet hair era on this channel, and basically my hair had reached like the most perfect length in my opinion. Not too long, not too short. And the same year I then started on the most cheat code method to making your dreads 10 times tougher, the twist out method, which is how you acquire curly dreads. Basically, I would get my dreads 2-strand twisted, right? Leave it in for like 2 weeks. I'll leave them in longer nowadays, but after the 2 weeks, I would take my twist out and my dreads would be like curly. Now, overall, this adds mad aura to your locks, gang. Like, I was like, absolutely. Why haven't I been doing this, bro? And then the summer right after my...
I would just say because I haven't had any dreadhead experience, no locks, no nothing, but you do a braid out or a twist out when you got a little bit of hang time, bro, you get a similar effect. Because it's just like, oh, wow, you gotta, like, because they'll see it, like, while it's twisted or braided up, and it just be like, oh, okay, that shit is kind of smooth, it's styled up. And you let that shit out, and you just be chilling, like, on some, as they would say, nonchalant dreadhead shit. You be chilling with, like, the twist out, the braid out, and just be like, shit give you the same effect. It's just because locks is trendy right now, so that gets extra points on it.
Senior year, before my college side quest, I leveled up.
You get a seasonal attack boost and shit like Marvel Rivals.
Even more, bro. Like, you thought this looked good? Yeah. Well, I dyed my shit dirty blonde, brownish, whatever the heck color it is. And at this point, I was a seasoned vet with my hair. It was long, healthy, not super thin. I didn't have a crazy amount of locks. I had like 46. And yeah, I'm gonna glaze my hair, bro. This is what I started with, bro. People would laugh at me. Like, most people can't say they started with this and got to where I am. But anyway, over the last year since the last summer, I've just been on my twist out method, and my hair has gotten really, really long. And the aura is just going up. So if you're thinking about getting dreads, or say you have 2-strand twist, right, but you're scared to commit to getting dreads, I say go for it, bro. The potential you can have with locks is literally limitless. Like there is so much customizable shit you can do with your locks. People have literally turned their hair into basketball hoops, bruh. Basketball hoops. So don't be like Ons Lemur, a fake dreadhead.
That's kind of stupid, I can't lie.
Who's actually secretly bald. Lock in with me, twin, literally. So during the starter lock stage, I had this one tiny curl in front of my head that wouldn't join the rest of the group. So like, I had this goofy idea. I would use a crochet hook, which was a dread one I bought, and I would use it to reattach a different dread from somewhere else on my head to the front part, so it doesn't look like I just have like this one random shorter dread in the middle of my head 2 years later. So I deadass cut off one of the dreads from the top of my head and tried to reattach it to the front of my hair, and this was the outcome. And I thought it worked. I was like, yo, this is tough. And I was chilling one day on the bus on the ride home, right? I fell asleep on the window, and then the bus came to a stop. My head jolted forward, and my 3% secure dread surgery I did failed, and that whole dead just fell off my head in slow motion. And that's the origin story of my middle dread. Hello humans, hope you enjoyed the video. I should have made this video forever ago, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but like if you scroll back on my channel, my really old videos, my character's hair has grown with my hair in real life as like, you know, as it changes and stuff. And I feel like this video's been long in the making, like talking about my dreads and stuff, since it's like such an iconic thing with me and like my...
You know what, I know that, like, yeah, he's just yapping right here, but because I have reached the end of your video, bro, I will say, yeah, I will give it a shot. I don't know if I'll be able to commit, but I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna give it a shot, try it out, and then once I reach probably about like this right here, then I'm gonna comb that shit out. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna grow it out long first. I'm gonna have my shit probably from here to here without locks. So like probably about like, you know, something like this. So then when I lock it up, I can get right at this growth stage that I said that I wanted it to be at, and then go from there. Get a couple colors up in that. I'll probably be 30 by all that shit happen though, but excuse me. We'll see what goes on. But that's the Dreadhead experience by Jace Animations. Jace Mations. There we go. My fault. I was reading it wrong. That was pretty tight, bro. I might give you a sub. You know, matter of fact, okay, so let me give you a sub because this is my first video I seen of you, and that shit was dope. So I'm gonna get that to you. But if you guys got dreads, you got any lock recommendations, whatever you want to do, just let me know down below. You want to see some gaming and etc. videos by me, then go over to GitzCuddy. This is GitzCuddy Unhinged. And I'm gonna just clock out on you niggas. I think I'm only doing 2 tonight because I'm finna stream on GitzCuddy. And I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Peace.